Hello everybody, and welcome to my Outlast Whistleblower Collectibles guide. The first one, the second time you gain control of your character, just walk up, grab the camera. You can't miss this one, it is part of the story. And as soon as you get it, there will be your note. The next collectible, the first vent that you're going through, as you go through, watch for the lighted area and just record the conversation that the two guards are having, and you will get your note. The next collectible you get, when you get to this point here, where you have this guy asking you to press the button, you hit the button and just keep your camera out and record him and you will get your note. Next collectible, once you reach this point here, you'll see a bunch of doctors run past you. Just follow the way they run, go into the little side office on the right, and there will be your document. Oh. The next collectible, once you reach this point here, just have your camera out as you squeeze through the two bodies and keep it trained on that guy. And eventually you will get your note.
Don't you look at us. I love.
Next collectible, once you reach this room, you have to walk through here for story progression. Just on the table on the right is your document. Once you reach this point, I realize it just looks like a door, but to show you how you got here would be a little bit of a spoiler. So just keep your eye out for this little stand-up crate here. Take a right instead of going forward into this little chapel. And when you get in behind the altar here, your document is waiting for you on the floor. Next collectible, once you reach this spinning red light in the hallway, just take a left into this little destroyed room here, another left into the bathroom, and just open up this middle stall and record what you find. Next collectible, as you progress, you'll have to jump through this busted window here. Instead of going left, take a right and go into the darkness, and you'll find your document at the end of the small hallway. The last collectible for Chapter 1, once you reach this room here, it's a fairly clean room through a set of double metal doors. Just walk over here into the first little indent in the counters, and it is in the corner. The next collectible, once you're outside, just take a right. This is the path you have to go. Just make sure you have your camera out and record the top left-hand window there. Next collectible, still outside, once you reach these stone steps here where the path splits left and right, take a left, have your camera out, and as you run down the alleyway, just film in the right-hand door here. Next collectible, once you reach this little booth here, just take a trip all the way around it, through the fence, and inside to find your document. Next collectible, once you reach this hallway here, there will be an announcement over the loudspeaker that you will hear. Just continue on and have your camera out to record an old friend. Next collectible, as soon as you drop down the hole next to the patient that we just recorded, walk into this room here and the document will be immediately on your right. Next collectible, once you find yourself back outside and see this courtyard in front of you, you will have just came through here and jumped through that window. Turn around, you'll see the set of double doors. They're locked, but if you go just to the left of them, inside the building, and just on your left is the document next to this gentleman. Next collectible, once you reach here, there'll be an electric fence on your right. Ignore it and just go straight ahead into the darkness, and up next to the doors is your document. Next collectible, after flipping the switch to shut off the electric fence, keep your camera out as you work your way back, and as you approach it, just keep your camera on the electric fence and you will get your note. Next collectible, after you get here, you'll see that we're on the other side of the fence from the electric fence. Just make your way as you normally would with your camera out, and as you crouch down underneath here and walk forward, you will get your note. Next collectible, continue on until you reach here. You'll see a couple windows like this once you get to this area. This here is the one after you squeeze through an opening. Just continue on to the right with your camera out and your night vision on to record this gentleman here. Next collectible, once you reach this red tool cart here that you have to push out of your way, instead of doing that, just hang a left, or well, I guess keep going straight, and then hang a left to find your document on the end table next to the bed. Next collectible, once you reach, there's a couple rooms connected with a bunch of sewing machines. Just continue on a little ways and just film what's behind the curtain there for your document. Next collectible, after you escape, you'll know what I mean. You'll see this here. Just take out your camera, turn around, and record the saw blade for your next collectible. Next collectible, after you've jumped out another window and you land in front of this pond, just follow it around to the right and you will find your document on the ground. Next collectible, once you reach this room here, just pull out your camera and record it for your note. Once you find yourself back in this room, just take out your camera and record the new addition. Next collectible, once you see that out the window, just take out your camera and record it. Shortly after the next collectible, you will see a lit hallway down there with a bunch of soldiers standing around a body. Give them a good recording, and you will get yet another note. Once you reach this area here, hang a left like you're supposed to, but go into this office here on your right, and over at the fence there is your document. Once you reach this room here with the TV, continue on like you normally would. And on your first right, with an open door, is the document sitting on a table. And for the final achievement of the game, as you come down the stairs from the last collectible, you see a nice painting on the wall. Just keep your camera up and record the front entrance as you approach.
Mr. Park.
And as you approach it, this guy here will start talking, and you will get your final note of the game. So that is every document and note in Outlast Whistleblower DLC. Thank you all for watching, and I hope this was helpful.